In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best monitors for Fortnite in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these monitors, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Dell S2417DG. Dell S2417DG is a spectacular, budget monitor that packs an impressive refresh rate, sleek design, and G-Sync support, so from the very beginning, you already know that the visuals will be stunning. From a design perspective, this model uses a LED-lit, TN panel that is covered with an anti-glare coating, which means that you can view crystal-clear visuals from a vertical, 160-degree viewing angle and horizontal, 170-degree angle. In addition, the whole cabinet is supported by a sturdy, fully adjustable stand that has an embedded tidy hole, which will drastically ease your cable management on one side, while on the other, the stand will let you do tilt, pivot, and swivel adjustments, which means that you will always enjoy a comfortable viewing position. In terms of connectivities, this unit comes with a DisplayPort 1.2 input, an HDMI 1.4 input, 4 USB 3.0 ports, a headphone jack, and an audio line-out jack, while at the bottom edge of the cabinet, there are 3 function buttons with which you can navigate through menus. Now, let's talk about the features. The S2417DG has really interesting specs for its cost, such as the aspect ratio of 16:9, a QHD resolution which translates in 2560 by 1440 pixels, a response time of 1 millisecond, and a refresh rate of 165 Hz, which means that your gaming sessions will be exceptionally satisfying. According to the users, the colors are well defined, and if we add into consideration the Fortnite visuals which have a cartoon-like feeling, it means this monitor will never disappoint you, since it has a color depth of up to 16.7 million colors. Moving on, the S24 is G-Sync enabled, which as you may already know, means that you won't notice screen tearings or stutters, so you won't be distracted by anything during your gameplay. Before we end, I'd like to inform you that this monitor is ideal for dual or multi-monitor setup, because of its ultra-thin bezel that will offer you a real, panoramic sight of every game you play. Overall, if you're looking for a budget monitor that is capable enough to compete with most of the mid-range priced monitors, then the Dell S2417DG would be your ideal choice. Moving on, at number 4, we have the LG 34UC89G. The LG 34UC89G would be a really good option for you, if you're looking for a curved, ultra-wide IPS monitor with G-Sync capabilities without spending thousands of dollars in order to get it, and let's hear why. From a design perspective, this unit sports an aggressive, matte black construction with red accents that are present at the base and the rear, which signify that this monitor is just made for gaming. At the back, there are its connectivity ports that consist of 4 USB 3.0 ports, an audio output, a DisplayPort and an HDMI port, but you can also notice the 4 VESA-compliant holes of which you can take an advantage in order to mount the screen if you want to save some space. At the bottom, there is the V-shaped stand that will let you make height and tilt adjustments, but besides these benefits, it also has a hook for your headphones, so you can always store them once you're done with gaming. Before we move to the next section, I'd like to mention that this monitor has a joystick button located in the bottom edge of the cabinet, so you will always be able to tailor the picture exactly as you'd want. But now, let's talk about the performance. One of the biggest highlights regarding the monitor's capabilities is the 144 Hz refresh rate, which will let you have a truly immersive gaming experience, but let's not forget the crosshair feature, which is particularly useful in first-person shooting games like Fortnite. This feature will enhance your firing accuracy, and by default, this means that you will win many matches. But that's not all. You can also take an advantage of the black stabilizer feature, and the dynamic action sync feature, which will help you have a smoother gameplay. For your information, this monitor has a resolution of 2560 by 1080 pixels, an aspect ratio of 21:9, a response time of 5 milliseconds and G-Sync support, so when you combine these specs, it surely means that your gaming experience is going to be awesome. To conclude, the 34UC89GB deserves your attention, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. Next up, at number 3, we have the BenQ Zowie XL2546. The BenQ Zowie XL2546 is among the most purchased gaming monitors on the market, and I'm sure that this name has popped up dozens of times, while you were searching for gaming monitors. Well, this is nothing to be surprised of, because Zowie line is specifically made to satisfy even the most demanding users. From a design perspective, this monitor sports a glossy, dark gray bezel-free body that is accompanied by a removable shield that will help you stay focused on the game you're playing, 2 HDMI ports, a DisplayPort 1.2, single DVI-DL port and 2 USB 3.0 ports positioned on the side, as well as a headphone hook which I particularly like. The unit's base is large and incredibly sturdy, which means that your monitor will stay fixed in place while you're doing tilt adjustments from -5 to 20 degrees, pivot adjustments of up to 90 degrees, as well as height adjustments of up to 140 mm. Another interesting fact about the stand is the S-switch, that will help you navigate between modes and menus easily, so you can adjust the picture exactly as you like. In addition, the XL2546 supports VESA wall mounting, which means that you can mount it on your wall in order to have a better viewing angle. But now, let's talk about the performance. What fascinates me the most regarding this model is its native refresh rate of 240 Hz and its response time of 1 milliseconds, because these specs are not only fantastic for Fortnite, but they are also great for games such as Overwatch, PUBG, and CS:GO. Moving on, the XL2546 packs many features such as the color vibrance, which will offer you up to 20 levels of color vibrancy settings, the black equalizer technology that will expose the enemies that are lurking in the shadows, and the DYAC technology, which will let you have a really smooth gameplay. Last but not the least, my only remark regarding this monitor is the lack of G-Sync and FreeSync support, but considering its price tag this is normal, since Zowie compensates these issues with the monitor's fast refresh rate and response time. To conclude, I strongly recommend you the Zowie XL2546, especially if you're looking for a monitor that offers a great value for its price tag. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Acer Predator Gaming X34. The Acer X34 would be an extremely good option, especially if you're keen to invest in a high-end, G-Sync ultrawide QHD monitor that will elevate your gaming experience to a whole new level. From a design perspective, the X34 features an aggressive, zero-frame construction, that is covered in dark gray and followed by red accents that are present at the front and the back, giving the monitor a real gaming look. At the bottom, you can notice the two, sharp, heavy-duty metal feet which don't only add even more aggression to its appearance, but they will also ensure a higher level of stability, while you're doing tilt adjustments of 5 degrees forward and 35 degrees backward as well as height adjustments of up to 5 inches. Moving on, the connectivities are located around the back and they are composed of a DisplayPort, an HDMI port, a 5-port USB 3.0 hub and a headphone jack, which means that you will be heavily supported. Now, let's talk about the features. The X34 has a native refresh rate of 100 Hz, which can be overclocked to up to 120 Hz if you use a DisplayPort, an aspect ratio of 21:9, a built-in SERB color support of up to 100% and a QHD resolution which guarantees that you will have an immersive gaming experience. I would also like to add two things. The first is that this monitor is G-Sync enabled, which I particularly like due to the fact that you won't notice motion blur, while the second thing is the 1900R curvature, which makes this monitor a great addition for dual monitor setup. For your information, this unit uses the IPS technology and as you may already know, this means that the colors are going to be incredibly accurate regardless of your viewing angle. Another great thing about the X34 is that it uses the Acer iProtect's flicker-less, blue light filter, low dimming and the ComfyView technology, which will ensure that you won't feel any strains, even if you've been playing for hours. Overall, I'd recommend you seriously consider the Acer X34 if you're looking for an ultrawide, curved monitor that will never disappoint you with its performance. And finally, at number 1, we have the Asus ROG Swift PG27UQ. The Swift PG27UQ is a premium piece of art that was released this year by one of the most recognizable gaming brands, the Asus ROG. That's why, let's not lose any time and let's get quickly into action in order to find out why's the whole hype going around this 4K monitor. From a design perspective, the Asus ROG Swift PG27UQ boasts an attractive, dark gray body with a medium-sized bezel that runs around the screen, while at the bottom, you will instantly notice the glowing ROG logo, which signifies that this monitor means just gaming and nothing less. At the back, there is a circuit board pattern with an exclusive 5-way OSD navigation joystick, but what got my attention the most is the LED backlight system that can be dynamically controlled across 384 zones. In addition, the stand that supports the monitor is sturdy and has the same style as the PG348Q, who has copper accents. For your information, the stand can project the ROG's logo, which is pretty cool, especially when you're gaming during the night. The connectivity ports consist of a single HDMI 2.0 port, two USB 3.0 ports, a 3.5mm headphone jack, one USB 3.0 upstream port, and a DisplayPort 1.4, which I think that there could be more since the price tag is indeed hefty. But now, let's talk about the performance. The PG27UQ uses an IPS panel with 1000 nits of brightness that combines a 4K resolution with a HDR support, an overclockable refresh rate of 144 Hz, a response rate of 4 milliseconds and the well-known G-Sync technology, so when you combine these specs, it means that the visuals will be stunning. I would also like to mention that you can change the lighting effects by taking an advantage of the Aura Sync software, which packs up to 12 lighting effects that will dramatically enhance your gaming marathon during the night. Moreover, the PG27UQ has 4 gaming-centric features, such as the crosshair, the timer, the FPS counter and up to 6 picture presets, which is really cool. To conclude, the PG27UQ is not the most affordable gaming monitor, but the benefits you will get in return are simply unreal. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these monitors, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.